Good morning, Taco Tuesday. Thanks for coming along with me on my morning walk. Walk day number 269. And it's a little chilly out there, but we'll see how it looks here. Yeah, I get into this September denial business. Every year, it's like, how long can I go without having to put a jacket on? And of course, I got an interesting situation this year in that, do I have a jacket that'll fit? uh, Odds are yes, but I need to do a little inventory. I've saved some old clothing from years past that's in the closet. We'll have to find some time to pull that stuff out and see what's going to work for me right now. As for the scale, yeah, it's okay. Down a little, not at the lowest yet, but we're just sort of, holding on. I've been eating okay. Did fine yesterday with food, so I should tell you what I did a lot of it is that I purchased some pre-made salads. The ones from Hy-Vee, which is a grocery store chain, supermarket chain in this part of the world. They no longer come with the salad dressing in the package, which I think is excellent because it always goes to waste, so I never use it. And B, because of that, then they don't put the salad dressing calories in the count, so that in the system in my tool, it's only counting the salad itself, not the dressing. So the number of calories in a chef salad or a garden salad or whatever, they tend to be pretty low. And again, it's a nice mixture of things: tomatoes and cheese and carrots and often a hard-boiled egg, half a hard-boiled egg. And usually I don't need any other flavor. The flavor in the salad itself is just perfectly good. So that works out really well. I buy a few of those. The way they're sealed up in the packages, they do last a few days. I think I've got 2 in the fridge right now, so we'll be having one of those again today. And it works out real well when I'm working during the week. Let's see, what else? Oh, as you may know, Mondays I do my wellness coach. Now my wellness coach, he's based out of Italy. So we work it out, but it's later in the day for him and earlier in the day for me. It works out just fine. And again, he's based in Eastern wellness, Eastern technique, and so there are no weights involved at this point. It's just simple body movement, which for me at 61 is perfect. My own body is plenty. As he got me moving yesterday, especially I'm learning as I do this that my upper body is not nearly as strong as it probably should be. He does this one shoulder exercise where you're kind of rotating your shoulders, pushing them forward, pushing them down, pushing them backward, then pushing them back up again. Kind of a circular motion. And I have trouble with that movement every single time. But my shoulders feel so much better afterwards. It's crazy. So I really enjoy that. again, different kinds of stretches, different kinds of movements, and he's doing the squats more and more. It's hard for me because I want to lean and not actually use my legs, but again, they're slow, controlled. You know, you want to keep your back straight and just dip right down, and he makes me hold it, and I can't. He had me go to the point of failure yesterday. That was again, I do what I can do, basically. Let's put it that way. So at one point then I was hit up, and again, we're talking a while ago, before medical science has kind of shifted its thoughts on cholesterol. Probably 25 years ago now we're talking, where they said I should go on statin, and I said, no, not gonna. And I've never been on a statin ever since. Instead, I would do the aspirin. I would do a morning baby aspirin. And that's one thing, actually, and since I've been dieting, I've backed off on that. I used to be much more vigilant, much more aggressive. I had made it a really part of my regimen in the morning to get the aspirin. Maybe even some days I would take a little more than just one baby aspirin, maybe 2 or 3, depending on how I felt. It always just seemed to do the trick for me, though. And so now it's just sort of a as I think of it thing, because I've taken so many other pills as it is. So, but so I've never had to take statins because I was always able to tell my doctor, I think it's hooey bluey. And as over time, people have realized, yeah, they cause more damage than they solve. So if you're taking a statin, I hope it's working for you. But the human body is going to create its own cholesterol. It's going to do what it wants to do. It's all part of your genetics. So that's me. Again, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a physician. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a dietitian. I'm just telling you from my observation, from the things in my life, my experiences. You go see a doctor, get their advice. You decide for yourself what's going to be best for you. I figured out that I was not going to need statins. And all these years later, I'm glad I never took statins. So, somewhere along the way, I'm not quite sure when, but maybe about 25 years ago, my blood pressure started to creep up. I'd go in and it was a little on the high side. And then suddenly one day it just said, yep, you're now hypertension, done, boom, bing. Not unusual, very common for adults to develop hypertension. Went on hypertension medication, and this all happened during the big meltdown of 2013. A whole bunch of health issues came together, kind of boom, just real boom. I had not had any medications to take on a daily basis up until that point, other than, say, that aspirin I was telling you about. But suddenly in 2013, things fell apart. And we'll go into that whole story next time. We're out of time. We'll talk to you later. Bye.